After everything was said and done, so we ordered 5 appetizers. We actually had 6 appetizers. And
Okay.
I had 3 drinks. And she brought out the bill. It was like $62.
Yeah, I'm just adding it up in my head, and I'm thinking like 120. So
Yeah.
you're talking half the price of what you would think would be a fair price.
Yeah, so the cocktails were $9 as part of their menu, like the happy hour menu, which normally a cocktail at Disney is 18 to 20 easy.
Easy.
So $9 for that. And then the beer was $6. The calamari was like $9. The beef tartare was $6. The shrimp was $9. I mean, the mushroom risotto balls were $6, and the corn fritters were like $3. They also had I saw somebody had the steak frites, which is like $9, and it gives you
Really?
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast, a deep dive into all things Disney Vacation Club. We share tips, tricks, and insider info, helping you make the most of your membership. Join us for the latest news, reviews, and interviews with DVC experts and enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned DVC member or considering your first contract, this podcast is for you. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Hurley and Gary Arruda.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. This is episode 95, recorded in the DeFont Leroy Recording Studios in Saratoga, Florida, in Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm your host, Mike in Florida, joined by my cousin and co-host, Gary up in Rhode Island. Good evening.
Hi, Parts.
How are you?
I'm all right. What's going on?
Not much. No.
Anything new and exciting in your neck of the woods?
No, just we're moving into rain season, apparently. They said it's going to rain pretty much all next week, and June is the official start of rain season, so we're midway through May, and it's going to rain all next week, so we have now officially started our rainy season here in Southwest Florida.
How long does it last?
Through September.
Oh, through the whole summer?
Yep.
That's basically because you get random storms almost every day.
Yeah, it's just like Orlando. Yeah, it's just that. It's not like we're going to have, we average about 8 to 10 inches a month.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Grass looks good, though.
Does it? Yeah, the hell.
Oh, it looks so good.
You gave up on cutting it? You have a guy doing it now, you said?
So he came, he put all of my edging, my landscape edging up. I bought that from Home Depot, and it looks so tight. And then we bought all of our mulch a year ago when it was on sale. Never threw it down, just sat in the garage for a year.
Yeah.
So he threw all that stuff down, and it just looks good. And I told you, I hate to hedge my bushes, and I hate to do the weed control.
Right.
Hate it. And then, I pay somebody $1,000 to do a yard cleanup, clean up everything, trim everything, do this, do that. They're there for 3-4 hours on a Sunday. It looks good. And then in 4 months, it goes back to looking like crap. So I said, what is it going to cost to do everything? He said, $175. I said, a month. Okay, that's fine. I said, well, I like to cut though. And I listen to podcasts. I like to cut. I said, if I do it myself, what is it going to cost you to do my weeds, to do all my hedging, all my bushes around the lanai? It's not going to save you that much money because, to be honest, cutting doesn't take us any time.
Yeah.
He said it takes us 10, 15 minutes to cut and trim and do all that stuff. He said the bulk of the work is all of the stuff you don't like doing. So I'm like, you know what? For an extra $30 a month, I think I'd just rather have him do everything.
Yeah.
If I have to cut on occasion, because sometimes in May, June, July, you need to cut twice just to make it look good. So if I have to just cut it, but he's just going to trim everything and do all the edging on the sidewalks, and I just have to run over with my lawnmower that takes 25 minutes if I'm not doing anything else, so be it. But, I was asking Alex, I said, he always did his own lawn.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, do you do your own lawn? He goes, Parts, I hired somebody. I said, I'm paying him $100 or $100, whatever he's paying him. He said, I'm getting an hour and a half back on the weekends. He said, and that's important. I got kids, I got stuff going on. I said, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. That Dan Martell book, take the one that you said, let me know if it's good. That's what he basically says. He says, you're worth 50, 60, $100 an hour. And you do jobs that somebody charges you $15 an hour.
Right.
I said, you're crazy to do that. And I agree. I like doing my own pool, but do you like trimming your hedges?
I don't like doing anything.
You don't even like to cut. Is it as popular? Is it as popular up there as it is in Florida? I mean, everybody has lawn services. When I was a kid, I don't remember lawn services in Rhode Island, probably because we were in blue collar Warwick and people didn't have a ton of disposable income. But I don't know anybody who had a landscape company come and cut their grass. Do you?
Yeah, I don't remember it when growing up either. But I know, like in my neighborhood, there's like 3 or 4 people that use somebody and everyone else just does their own. But
I mean, I used to cut people's grasses.
Yeah.
I provided that service when I was caddying, but you haven't looked into it to see what it would be monthly?
I could do it. I could talk to some of my customers and probably get a good deal, but I have them do like the cleanup and stuff, all the stuff I don't want to do.
Yeah, that's all nonsense. And you don't grow crazy like we do here.
No.
But the weeds are just, they get out of control.
Yeah.
And then you spend 4 hours on a Sunday. And then by Friday the next week, they're coming back and you're like,
it looks bad. Yeah.
It looks bad again. I'm like, I can't pull weeds 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to stay on top. You got to spray. He said, I'm going to spray every week when I cut, and whatever's left over, we're going to pull. He said, so, we do control. We spray it and we pull it. And that's the thing. You got to stay on top of it. You got to constantly be spraying it. You got to constantly.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But then our St. Augustine grass grows sideways. Right. So then if you're not on top of that, that starts growing right into the flower beds. So now you have grass in your flower beds, not just weeds. Oh, it's awful. I'm Mike.
And I'm Kristen of Luxury Travel Advisors, a husband and wife team.
Dreaming of your next unforgettable getaway? Let us turn those dreams into reality. From magical Disney vacations and luxury cruises to all-inclusive escapes, world-class golf retreats,
and once-in-a-lifetime adventures, we handle every detail so you can simply enjoy the journey. Personalized service, expert planning, and stress-free travel from start to finish. Your next escape starts here.
Contact us today and let your extraordinary vacations begin.
What are we talking about this week, Mike?
We are going to talk about your trip review.
Oh, that's right. I just got back from Walt Disney World.
You just got back from Walt Disney World. We didn't talk much because I was on a cruise.
Yeah, you were.
And I had to
Wi-Fi
use
jail.
WhatsApp or whatever the hell that thing is called.
I think it's just called WhatsApp. That's
all. Oh, I thought it was like wasabi, like WhatsApp.
No, I think it's very, very obviously just WhatsApp, but that's okay.
So we communicated a little bit on WhatsApp, but both of us were busy, so I really have no idea what the hell you did last week, Gary Francaruta. So you're not only going to be informing our audience, you're going to be informing yours truly.
Well, I will say it was great to be low key, first and foremost. So we stayed Saratoga Springs. We had an early flight. We got in on that 5 a.m. Southwest out of Providence. Landed a little before 8 a.m. Went down, got our bags, got an Uber, or a Lyft, I should say. I think it was only $37 for the Lyft.
Can't beat that, can you?
No, that wasn't bad. And we were at Saratoga by, I think, 8:50 we pulled in. Like 8:55 got dropped off at Saratoga. That's pretty good.
That's damn good.
You can't really beat that. And we went, and I didn't do the online check-in. I took your note.
Absolutely.
But they don't, I don't know. I must do something wrong. They don't even ask me anything. They're like, what's the last name? Can I see an ID? And I show them. They're like, all right, room's not ready. We'll text you when it is. I'm like, okay. That was a
Do you
fun experience.
do the request for the non-accessible, or do you not even say that?
I do it through member services ahead of time.
Okay, then usually I usually just verify.
Yeah, I guess I need to ask that next question. Like, I didn't ask if anything was ready. It was 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning. I wasn't going to be like, oh, you have anything ready? I requested a higher floor as close to Disney Springs as possible, but we didn't have a preferred room. We had a standard room.
Yeah. So
So
you
the
just got
one,
the cheapest studio, right?
yeah, that's what they had. But we got put in a great building in the paddock section, the building closest to Congress
Yeah.
Park, which is the closest one that's not preferred. So Congress Park is preferred because it's the closest to Disney Springs. But the paddock, the building we were in, is the closest building to that. So we were right at the edge. It's a good spot. We were on the 4th floor, all the way down. We're actually the last room. You know how the buildings say like 6502 to 68 something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were at that 68 something. We were the last room. So we were on the 4th floor all the way at the end, which I was very happy about. And our room was ready at 1 p.m. parts. Which
1 p.m., not a.m.
Right, 1 p.m., which I didn't think was too bad at all.
Okay.
I thought that was actually quite good, if I'm being honest. So we got there, we checked in. Obviously, our stuff wasn't ready. We had dropped everything off at Bell Services prior to that anyway, because I knew it wasn't going to be ready. We had a 10:30 brunch reservation at CityWorks, and we actually had time to kill, which I didn't think was going to be the case. I was like, oh, let's just head over there. So we walked over to Disney Springs, and nothing was open yet because it doesn't really open till 10:30, depending on the store.
Mm-hmm.
And we were there at like 9:30. So we were just walking around, enjoying the calm and quiet at Disney Springs. A couple, like the Starbucks is open. That's next to the store. There were a couple spots open, but not much. And even all the brunch restaurants, I don't think they start seating until 10 for brunch on the Sunday. So we got over to the other end. So the CityWorks is kind of down near the House of Blues, Cirque du Soleil, down at that end of Disney Springs. So
Okay.
we just walked through, and we got over to the restaurant. And then when it opened, we were right there at like 10:05. So we just went in early, and they seated us right away. And we had our brunch there. I had a cocktail with brunch parts. It was like a cold brew coffee with alcohol in it. It was pretty good.
Okay.
And then we asked our waitress what the best things were for breakfast, and she said it was between the breakfast flatbread and the banana Foster pancake. She said those are the two best things. So we got both of those, and we split them, and they were both really good. The flatbread I liked a lot. Had scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese, and then arugula on top, which was very good. It was pretty big. I think it was only like 17 or 18 bucks or something for that. And then the banana Foster pancakes were really good. Nice, light, fluffy pancakes. They had the caramel sauce on there, but not too much with the bananas, and they had like candied walnuts on top as well.
So you went more with the breakfast.
Yeah, we did the breakfast style because it was like 10 o'clock, so we went breakfast style.
Gotcha.
And it was good. And actually, at the restaurant, they were handing out roses to all the mothers.
Oh, very nice. Yep,
yes.
because it was Sunday. Yep.
It was Mother's Day. So, yeah, so Sarah got a rose. It was very nice. We had a good breakfast, and then we just kind of walked around a little bit after breakfast because we just wanted to take our time. Went in a few of the shops. Didn't really get anything the first day in Disney Springs because that was basically what we were planning on doing, was just doing a lot of Disney Springs. And so we just walked around, and she was getting tired. It was obviously we had an early flight, so we were up super early, and it was warm, and we're not used to it because it had been in the 50s. So now it's like 89 degrees, and we're walking around. And she said, "Can we just go back to the resort and just relax?" So I said, "All right, that's fine." So we walked back over. We got back into Saratoga Springs at like 12:30, maybe, or close to 1. And then we walk all the way to the lobby. As soon as we got to the lobby, we got the text that our room was ready, and we just walked straight back over
How nice is that?
to the room. Yeah. So
When you're just tired and you're just jonesing for a little shut-eye for 20 minutes, a half hour.
yeah, so we went right to the room. Like I said, at 1 something, we got the text, and then went to the room, called down for our bags. For a big resort parts, our bags were there within like 15 minutes.
And you dropped them off, obviously, at the main
Yeah.
carriage house.
Yep. And I had our owner's locker, which we had sent up as well.
How are you enjoying that?
It's good. So the biggest thing was we messed up last year, and we didn't write down everything we put in it. So I was like, let's just get it. It's $30 more to get a second trip. I was like, for $30, we'll have it sent to the room. We can go through it, see what's in there, write everything down on the website. They have a dashboard. We just didn't do it. And then we added some stuff. So we brought a few extra things, like a bunch of extra sunscreens we brought with us. So we left those in there. A few other things like disposable razors, things like that, that weren't in there. So that was worth it. But that stuff all came, and then we kind of both just vegged out, took a little nap for maybe an hour, hour and a half. Then it was like 3:00. We hadn't really done anything. So let's go to the pool. Let's just go walk over to the pool. So we got in our swimsuits, and we went over to the paddock pool. And it was one of those where as soon as you walked out, it started getting gray, and it looked like a thunderstorm was moving in.
Yep.
At that perfect time. And I was like, well, let's just go and see what happens. They'll tell us to leave if we can't swim. But it worked out. We got there, and it kind of just passed. We didn't get any storm, and hopped in the water for a little bit. I got a drink at the bar there, and some of the chips, the host-made chips that they have, which are my favorite snack, I think, at Disney, are the homemade potato chips they have at all the resorts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love them. Love them.
They're so good. So I got to order that, had a drink. I got Sarah non-alcoholic pina colada. We just kind of sat and relaxed by the pool. Went in for a little bit, and then we're getting kind of hungry, and we looked at the menu down there at the Paddock Pool Bar, and they have a good menu, but there wasn't really anything Sarah wanted that night. And like I said, we were both kind of tired, so we decided to go to back to the room, get changed again, and then we went up to Artist Palette to have a quick serve dinner the first night. And we did mobile order on the way, which was great because then by the time we got there, it was basically ready. And Sarah got the Saratoga salad, which they have.
Talk to me about this.
So it's just like a regular salad. It has chopped up apples, candied walnuts in it, feta cheese, chicken, and I think like dried cranberries or something with their house dressing. And she said it was really good. It's pre-made, so it's in like the refrigerated section already put together. So it's not like it's made to order. But she said it was still really good. The lettuce was really good. And then I ordered the chicken fingers. They have new, like, they had a sweet chili sauce chicken finger that comes like, so they're sauced instead of just plain. I was like, you know what, I'll try it. And they were okay. Just okay.
Oh, are these part of that whole new chicken fingers that are around the resorts that I've been reading about?
Yeah, so a lot of the different ones have different like flavors that they have on the wings. So they had those.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely that. And then since I had just had the chips, I decided to get a side of the tomato basil soup instead of another set of chips. And
Which is
while
your
the
typical
soup was
Disney.
very good,
Yep.
uh, they put it in a cup and it was filled about a third of the way. I don't know if I just got screwed or if they're on their portion control thing, but it's such a bad look to get like a
Yeah.
to-go cup and it's not even like halfway full with the soup. Like either get a smaller cup and fill it or fill the cup you give me. You can't give me a cup that's less than half full. It's just bad optics.
It's awful.
Even if that's the proper amount that it should be, like it just makes you feel like you're getting,
Ripped off.
screwed out
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I didn't like that aspect of it. That kind of left a sour taste in the mouth, but nothing, the soup was good. The chicken fingers were fine. Sarah liked her salad. I got a 6-pack of Miller Lights to bring back to the room because it's cheaper buying a 6-pack from the quick serve than buying
What'd that
one or
thing
two.
run you, about 40?
No, it's $18 for a 6-pack
Oh, for a
of Miller
6-pack?
Lights. Yeah, so I'm like,
Oh, that's not terrible.
so they have the 16-ounce single serve ones that are $13.25. I'm like, why would I even buy one of those when I can get 6 for $18?
Yeah, right.
So we brought those back to the room. And then we
Now,
just
is a 6-pack just because you're trying to behave with your wife?
well, I mean, I could have bought 2 6-packs. I mean, I did. I went back and got another one, but it wasn't. I mean, that's enough for the night.
6 is okay for you?
That's fine. Yeah.
You don't like to destroy 10 to 12?
No, I didn't need to. I had a couple drinks throughout the day anyway.
That's a good point.
And then, yeah, we went back to the room and just kind of chilled out. I sat out on the balcony and just enjoyed it, which that was the other part of the room, which again, I don't care because it's no views, but we talked about how Saratoga, like all their rooms face the nice part. Mine was facing the parking lot because it was on the end.
Oh, really?
So it was like facing the other building and you could see the parking lot. I was like, yeah, that kind of stinks. It was pretty much just a tree, but that's what it was essentially. But that's okay. Again, I'm not going to complain about it. The next morning, so we were tired. We went to bed kind of early.
Mm-hmm.
Next morning, we wake up. It's Monday. And actually, I'll go back to say, when we were in the lobby, we saw their activity guide. On Monday mornings at 9 o'clock, you can meet down in the lobby, and they have a excursion that you can go on where they go to the purple martin birdhouses that are on the golf course. Then you go with like someone on the animal experiences team, and they tell you all about their migration, and you get to see the nests and look at the babies and stuff. So we figured that would be a good thing to do. So we got down there, had breakfast in the morning, and then we hung out in the lobby a little bit until 9 o'clock. And we did that. It was about an hour.
What was this now?
Oh, I just told you what it was. The purple martin nests.
No,
You know
but
how
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
you just go out to they have like, have you seen the bird nests? They look like white plastic tubes that are like up on top of a big pole. You see them at Epcot.
No.
You've seen them. You've 100% seen them.
Do they have them? I think at Caribbean Beach too.
They do. They have them at
Yes,
Caribbean Beach as well.
Yeah, yep. I'm sorry. Keep going. Yep, I understand what you're talking about now.
So they have them behind the 9th green at Saratoga along the Sassagoula River. So they have 2 of them there. And I guess they're 2 of the more popular ones. They're always filled up. And so you go out there, you see all the birds flying around, and then they pull them down because they're on a pulley, and they pull the nest down, and they take them out, and they count the eggs and count the chicks that have hatched, and they age them and everything. So you kind of work and do that with them, or they show you the process with people from the animal experiences team. And so that was about an hour. It was very interesting. You learned about the birds. You got to see the babies that were 1 day old. You got to see the eggs. You got to see talk about the migration. They go from Brazil to Florida every year. So we did that, and then right as we were done with that, we were walking back towards the lobby, and a boat pulled up to go to Disney Springs, so we just hopped right on the boat in the Sasagula and went over to Disney Springs. And we did a little shopping. We went to Gideon's because when we walked by, there was no line, and we got our cookies to bring home from Gideon's. And then Sarah got an iced coffee from there, and she said it was really good. I didn't get one because I had already had coffee, and it's like pre-sweetened,
Yeah.
so I didn't like that. But she likes sweet iced coffee, so she was good. She said it was very good. And we did a little bit of shopping, some stuff to bring home for the girls. And then we walked around a little bit, and we ended up going over to STK right around 2:30, I believe, because that's when
Talking
their
about
happy
that
hour
value
starts.
on one of our previous shows.
Yeah, so their happy hour starts. And the thing that I found on this trip, because I was looking forward to doing some of the happy hours, is that it's very, very, very limited seating. So you have to be at the bar, and there's only about 10 seats at the bar, and they were all filled, or their outside patio, which has a few tables at STK, but it's also like in the sun, and it's
There's
90
a
degrees
caveat
out.
there. Gotcha.
So we were able to go outside, and we were up against the building, so we were in the shade, and it worked out, and it ended up being really nice. But I will say then the next day we tried to go to the one at Summer House, and that was just at the bar, and it was all filled up when we went. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to wait here for someone to leave. So we just left. But we did our STK happy hour. It was very good. I was telling actually my parents about it, because what we paid for what we got was ridiculous. I had 2 cocktails and a beer. I had
At SDK?
yeah. Listen to this. I'm going to tell you everything that we had. Sarah just had water. She doesn't drink, so she just had a water. I had a margarita. I had a beer, and then it started to rain a little bit, so we stayed longer, and so I ended up ordering an old fashioned. So I had 3
Oh,
drinks.
wow. How was the old fashioned?
It was excellent. It was
Okay.
really good. Yeah, it was really good. We ordered 4 appetizers to start. I got shrimp cocktail, beef tartare, calamari, and mushroom arancini balls.
Oh, those sound amazing.
They were so good.
Were they
so
really?
good. Oh, so good, yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. I've never had tartare. Talk to me about this.
So it came on like a fried wonton chip kind of thing, and it was just chopped up raw beef, and they mix it in with like capers and some kind of sauce, and it was like creamy. It looked like nachos almost, but you just take it. It's nice, cool, and refreshing. Get that beefy flavor. It's good. You would like it, especially from like a steakhouse like that. You're not worried about having poor quality. It was very good. So I got that. So we had those 4 appetizers. Then when we got moved again, or not when it started to rain, and we decided to stay a little longer, I ordered another appetizer. They have corn and crab fritters, which was one of their appetizers. And we ordered that, and they came out and they brought mushroom arancini. And I was like, oh, we didn't order that. We ordered the crab and corn. She's like, oh, you did order that. I'm so sorry. She's like, just keep these. So we ended up getting another order of those, and then they brought out the corn and crab. After everything was said and done, so we ordered 5 appetizers. We actually had 6 appetizers.
Okay.
I had 3 drinks. And she brought out the bill. It was like $62.
Yeah, I'm just adding it up in my head, and I'm thinking like 120. So
Yeah.
you're talking half the price of what you would think would be a fair price.
Yeah, so the cocktails were $9 as part of their menu, like the happy hour menu, which normally a cocktail at Disney is 18 to 20, easy.
Easily. Easy.
So $9 for that. And then the beer was $6. The calamari was like $9. The beef tartare was $6. The shrimp was $9. I mean, the mushroom risotto balls were $6, and the corn fritters were like $3. They also had, like, I saw somebody had the steak frites, which is like $9, and it gives you.
Really?
So what they give you is like 3 bites of steak, like cut already, and each bite is on like a little pile of French fries. So it's like 3 nice size pieces of steak on French fries. They have a small, like they have a slider that you could get, a Wagyu slider that's part of the menu. They have tacos, like beef Wagyu tacos. The menu's really good. And for the price, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
can't
It
beat
was
that. That's crazy.
fantastic. Yeah, it was great. So we ate all that. We weren't really planning to eat that much because we had made a reservation for Wine Bar George for like 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we're eating all this stuff, and now it's like 4:00, and we're both super full. I was like, we'll still go. And we ended up doing Wine Bar George a few hours later, and we were just gonna get some of like the tapas kind of stuff to split.
Yep.
And we ordered the flaming cheese that comes out, that cheese that's on fire. I think you said you got that, right?
Yes.
That was so good. That was like one of the best
Mhm.
things I've eaten. And she loved it too. So we had that and we split it. And then she ordered, oh, what the heck did she get? She got something else. And I ordered the chips with the onion dip. Did you see that on their menu?
No.
Like their homemade onion dip with their homemade chips. Oh God, it was so good. It tasted so good, and it filled me up. I was gonna order more stuff. Like I wanted to get the meatballs and something
Oh,
else.
the meatballs are so good. They're
Yeah, I
so
remember
good.
you
That's
telling
your
me that.
staple. Mm-hmm.
And then, like, we just were both so full, so I felt bad. So we just like paid and left, obviously. But we didn't order that much. We only ordered like 3 small plates and a couple drinks. But it wasn't that crowded in there, so I didn't feel. It's like not like we were taking up a table. But
That's a great place, though, isn't it?
it's really nice. It's really nice. Yeah.
Did you sit upstairs?
Yep, we were upstairs, right up
Yeah,
against
it's
the
nice.
window. Yeah.
Yep.
So that was pretty much it. After Wine Bar George, we walked around a little more. By the way, this was Monday, and Disney Springs was dead. Nobody was there. It was beautiful.
Really?
Beautiful. Nobody was there, and it was nice. It didn't rain. It rained a little bit, like while we were at lunch, but it didn't.
That
really
is
rain.
one of those places that is pleasant and miserable. And
Yes.
it goes from pleasant to miserable in a matter of minutes.
It could go quick. Yeah, it could go real quick. So that was pretty much it. We went back and actually went in the pool again that night. And we just kind of hung out by the pool for a couple hours in the evening, did the water slide a few times, and just chilled out. And then, oddly, and this had never happened to me before, and I don't know what it was. There was like maybe 15 people in the pool, a few kids, a few adults. And we're just in the pool. It's like maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock, and they blow the whistle. And they're like, oh, we got to close the pool for a non-weather related, like, unexpected cleaning. And I'm like, oh, does some kid like drop a Snickers bar in the pool or something?
Yeah, yeah.
So we get out, and then they close it for like 20 minutes. Someone comes out with the net. I'm trying to see what they're trying to fish out. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know, but there were a lot of ducks that kept landing in the pool. So I don't know if maybe one of the ducks crapped in the pool or something. And they had to close it to clean it, but we didn't go back in after that. Needless to say, we just kind of hung out and dried off in the lounge chairs, and then we left. Like, that's not the best thing you want to hear, like a non-scheduled cleaning.
No, we had that on a Disney cruise line too.
And you were at the adults only pool.
No, it wasn't. It's bad when it's the adults only, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
You're doing your colon prep the day before a colonoscopy. You probably shouldn't be going into a pool.
So that was pretty much it for that day. Then on Tuesday, actually, we had some we went to the lobby and we got some things to bring back to the room, so we had them for breakfast the next morning. But then we got up, kind of just farting around, and we decided to chill out at the resort a little bit, and then we went over and took a lift over to Fantasia Gardens mini golf,
Oh, okay.
and we played the fairway course parts, which also, by the way, that was dead. There was nobody on the course. Like
Really?
usually when you go, like it was like 1:00, so it was kind of early, middle of the day. But every time we've gone, there's been a wait to like start at least, and it's always busy. But there was no one there on either course. I think it was a very slow week when we were there. But yeah, that course is miserable. That Fantasia Gardens fairway.
That's a Bubba Watson
Yeah,
course record.
I was 4 under though. I shot a 68 on a par 72. I didn't think that was too bad.
Is that the one that's the hardest course?
That's yeah. Yeah, that's the one that's like realistic. It's got bunkers and stuff.
Did you want to break a putter?
Well, occasionally. I started off pretty bad, then I got in a good rhythm. I kind of figured it out.
There's times where you're like, this is awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hit it and you think it's perfect. It just like goes off into like a
Just
great
rolls off. Yeah.
It was kind of fun. I would do that again. I don't know if I take the girls; they might both quit. But
Yeah, they wouldn't have a good time doing that.
But it was fun. So we did that, and after we played mini golf, we took a lift back over to straight to Disney Springs, and we just kind of chilled out and did some quick serves there for dinner. I ended up doing the Morimoto street food, and I had their spicy ramen bowl.
How was that?
Cards from the quick serve. It was so good.
Yeah.
It had it was beef bulgogi, so it was like a thin cut, like cooked beef that they just put in the spicy duck broth with the noodles, and they had some kimchi in there, which is like crunchy cabbage and vegetables, pickled cabbage, and it had a soy marinated egg, hard boiled egg in there as well. And I got the ribs also. I had to get the
Ribs
sticky
are so
ribs.
good, aren't
They're
they?
good. So that's what I had for dinner, and then Sarah wanted the poutine from the poutine stand because she loves that. So she ended up getting that. We just kind of chilled and hung out there, and then it started to rain. Like we were there, and there was a huge like thunder boom, like super loud. I was like, "Let's go," because we were walking. And then if the boat stops running because of it, I was like, let's just get back before the storm comes in. We got back to the room, and it was pouring. We got there right before.
So you guys were getting the rain.
A little
rain
bit,
season
yeah.
was hitting you a little earlier.
Yeah, so we got that, and we ended up just kind of chilling in the room for a while, and we just watched a couple movies, and I went to bed, and then Wednesday was our last day. We were coming home, and we decided we had done enough Disney Springs because we went there basically 3 days in a row, and we got up and we didn't check out of the room. We woke up at like maybe 9:30, packed our stuff up. We were just relaxing. I did your pro move of calling down to get your luggage picked up at 11. Like you call at checkout time, so they have to come. You have to wait for them to come. So we left.
They usually I usually ask for late checkout too, and I'd say I'd get it 50% of the time. A lot of times too, they'll deny it, and then something clears up, and then they'll call us back. We'll get a message that night. Like Kristen will text me and be like 11 o'clock if I'm at the bar at Coronado Springs, just to let you know. Housekeeping just left us a message, and we're approved for late checkout. So a lot of times you can get late checkout. They really don't mess with you because I didn't even ask
this time. I should have because we had a late flight, but I didn't even ask.
I've had times where I'm checking out at 11, and I call down, and I'll just yell out to the girl who's going to be cleaning the room. I'm like, I'm just waiting on Bell Services to pick up my bag. It's like, you're like third in line, so you're fine. Relax. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So we did that. We left at 11. He gave us a ride to the lobby in the golf cart, which was great. Checked our bags at Bell Services because we had a lot of time. And I was in my bathing suit because we were just going to hang out by the pool all day. And so we grabbed some loungers. We sat down. Now this is like 11:30 at this point. I really
Did you
didn't have
guys
much
go to
for
the main pool?
Yeah, the
Because you were
one.
at the lobby?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, when we got dropped off, we were walking into the lobby, and then outside in that little concourse area where they have the horse statue and everything.
Sure, yeah.
Just Donald Duck was just hanging out there with like two kids taking pictures.
It's so cool when they bring the
Yeah, and
characters
like
around in the bus. Yeah, it's really cool.
Pluto was over there like trying to steal someone's food off one of the tables, and Goofy was playing like checkers with a kid. They have like the big lawn checkers. He was like playing. It's
Yeah,
just like,
sure.
what's cooler than that? Like
Mhm.
you can't beat that. So we went down to the pool. I ended up getting I ordered some food at the pool. I had a hot Italian panini.
How was that?
It was all right. It was just
Average.
all right. Yeah, it was just average. And then we just hung out for a few hours down there. I dipped in the pool just once, and then we ended up going into the arcade because it was right there. We played air hockey a few times, a few different games. And then we went into the community center, and we ended up we went through like the binder that has all the games, and we got
Yeah,
Scrabble, and Sarah and I played Scrabble for like an hour just sitting in the community center.
that's cool.
Yeah, we just played a game of Scrabble.
You talking that's over where they do all the kids' activities,
Yeah,
where you can
yeah.
rent the story bikes?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
So we did that, and then it was like 3:00 at that point, and we wanted to get our ride back to the airport at 5 because I wanted to get to the airport around 5:30 because our flight was at 7:30. So we just went up to the quick serve and had like a late lunch or early dinner, whatever you want to call it. And we split a pizza. We got that margarita pizza.
I think that margarita pizza is pretty good.
It is good. It's very good. Sarah liked it. I liked it. And then I got a kid's meal of the regular chicken fingers just because it came with a drink, like a small drink that you could refill, and you get like a side of the chips and apples, and it was like perfect. So it was like
Yeah,
$20
it's a nice,
for a
yeah.
pizza and a kid's meal. I was like, you can't beat that. And it was plenty
No,
of
it's a
food.
good deal.
So we just sat in the lobby, and then I eventually changed out of my bathing. I went in the bathroom and changed it to my regular clothes, and we headed back to the airport. But it was just like a really chill, relaxing trip.
Yeah, what better place to stay if you're doing a
Oh, it was
chill,
perfect.
relaxing trip than Saratoga Springs?
And I don't think we saw, besides housekeeping, I don't think I saw another person in our building at the hotel in the times we were coming in and out. It's so quiet there. Like walking around, you see people a little bit, but in the
Of
actual
course.
hallways or the building, there was like nobody there. It's crazy.
so nice.
One other thing I forgot to mention because I don't remember which night it was, but we were sitting out at the pool. I think it was the night when the duck pooped in the pool.
Yep.
It was later, and I got hungry, and I went up and I ordered a fried chicken sandwich that they had at the pool bar. That might
Is
have
it
been
a spicy one similar to
It
Chick-fil-A or
It had like a sauce on it that was a little spicy, but the sandwich itself it was so good. It was big. It was really crispy, fresh. It wasn't dried out or anything. It was so good. It was like ridiculous. Maybe one of the best quick serve things I've had in a long time at Disney. Just a fried chicken sandwich. It was really good. That paddock
And
pool
you got
is so
Yeah.
underrated.
I agree, because for a main featured pool, it's still chill, isn't it?
Well, it's not even their featured one. That's like their secondary one, but it has a slide.
right.
It has a bar.
Right. Yep.
And not to mention, this was on checkout day. They serve breakfast at that pool bar. So Sarah went down and got a breakfast burrito down there at like 8 a.m. They open at 7.
Oh, that's nice.
Like,
Really?
the quick serve opens at 7 at the pool, at the paddock pool. And they have like the waffle platter, a breakfast burrito, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. So if you're staying in that section, you can just walk right over to the pool and grab a quick service breakfast real quick.
Mm-hmm.
They have
that's good to know.
They have the mug fill up station there too at that one. It's perfect.
Did you scrounge a mug on Facebook?
Nah.
No, you guys didn't scrounge any.
I had some in my box, but I don't think they would have worked. I guess I could have got coffee. I just make coffee in the room though.
No, I meant did you ask people on Facebook if they're leaving, if they could leave?
Oh yes,
there?
if they had a few days left, I should have done that.
Yeah,
I should have done that. Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I'm a little weird about that. I don't know if I can really clean that cup.
Not enough. No, I mean, if it was me and you were staying, you'd probably take my mug after.
I'd clean it up or whatever. But I just, I don't know.
Yeah, no thanks. The mug.
If you're at Riviera in a 1-bedroom and you want to throw it in the dishwasher and get that water temperature up to 190, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
But
anyway. All right, why don't you wrap things up here? I don't have anything else to add.
You like doing these trips, though?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Eat when you want.
Yep.
Chillax.
Yeah, we didn't have any plans.
That's
great.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice. Just went with the flow, did whatever we wanted.
Mm-hmm. All right. I will wrap us up. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at DVC Addicts. Email the show info@addictedtodvc.com and join our Facebook group, DVC Addicts. For my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island, I'm Mike in Florida. Thanks for listening. We'll talk again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. We want to hear from you. Email us at info@addictedtodvc.com and follow us on all socials at DVC Addicts. We appreciate you being a part of our DVC community, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Thanks again for listening, and welcome home.